So the products that I use to achieve this style are a couple different things. So I use this spritzer, and in here is like water and oil. And the oil that I use is extra virgin olive oil and jojoba oil. I put them both in here, and I really just put like enough so that it kind of fills the bottom, not too much. As you can see at the top, that's pretty much how much I put in, and then the rest is just water. And then one of the other products that I use is Talia Wajid. It's the Lock It Up product, and it's for locks, twist, and natural hair. So this I use when I'm trying to retwist the roots of my hair because I see that it gives me a really good hold. I started my locks, when I went to go get it done by someone who does locks, they put they put the wax in my hair. It's like the really black, I can't even remember it because I really don't like it, so I don't even think about it. But it's like a really like heavy, thick wax, and it's supposed to be for locks, but I realized for me, it just made my hair slimy and it weighed it down, and I just, again, I had come from loose natural hair and I just didn't like that feeling in my hair. So I actually had stopped going to this person, but I also stopped using that product. And so when I was looking for products to use, at first I just started using like oil and water because I was like, I'd rather just know what I'm putting in my hair before I go and like invest in something. And I did a lot of research on this on YouTube, and then I bought the product and I used it, and this for me really gets that fresh retwist. Like, it's like my hairs are down and I have really frizzy hair, and it really like holds the hair down and like really, it looks really fresh, and that's what I enjoy. And so for this one, for this product, I use this when like my hair's dry, to be honest. Like when I wake up in the morning and my hair's dry, or I need to like pop my locks because I haven't twisted for a long time. And just to kind of say what popping locks are, when your new growth is out and they start kind of coming together, you really should never try to pull apart your hair or do anything with your hair when it's dry, because that's how you'll break your hair. So I use the spritzer to kind of moisten it and then pop the locks just to make sure the natural kind of locks are separated, at least at the root, if I'm not twisting for a long time, because sometimes I go like 2 months, 2-3 months without retwisting. And I also do it like in the morning when I want to style, pretty much when I want to move my hair and I don't want to pull on it too much when it's dry. I use that spritzer because it gets it moist, and again, best thing for you ever, water, and for me the oil kind of just gives it like a, you know, like I can pull it, like it makes it smooth and things like that. So I use the spritzer when I'm retwisting only if I'm not doing it on freshly washed hair. If I'm doing it on freshly washed hair, my hair is already wet, it's already moist. I don't really need the moisture to move around the hair because it's already there. So I use a spritzer if I know I need a retwist, but like I'm retwisting the front. Because if you're fully retwisting your hair, you should always do it on freshly washed hair if you want it to last. But if I just need to like retwist the front, or I want, you know, to kind of just fix it up a little bit, because sometimes I'll wash my hair and not retwist right after because I don't really need to. My locks have kind of formed in a way that I can still get it's still separate by the lock, so I don't need to always retwist it after I wash my hair. So sometimes I'll wash my hair and then I'll, like a week later, I'm like, I kind of want to retwist it, but don't want to wash it again, because I could go 2 weeks without washing my hair. And so that's when I'll use the spritzer to just kind of get the roots to be moist, and so I'll use that as well as the Talia Wajid product. And the last product that you need for this, to achieve this look or to style, is the rubber bands. Again, I have really thick locks, and even when I do twist them together, they really don't stay together, and some of them are different sizes. So some of them will need the rubber bands. I just add it all around because I like the uniformity of it. Okay, so first, if you are doing this on freshly washed hair, you do not need to use this product because your hair will be damp enough that you really won't need this. You could probably spritz this, you know, just to kind of put some type of moisture. You really don't need it actually if you do it on freshly washed hair. So first, if you're doing it on dry hair like I did yesterday, then you would spritz the section, you know, until it's pretty damp as if you washed it. And then you would also take a little bit of the Talia Wajid product, and not that much. You know how much your hair, you know how much your hair needs, like literally a pinch. A little goes a long way. So when I'm twisting my roots, twist the roots in the direction that you started getting your hair twisted. Mine is in the left, so I'm going to twist this way, and I'm going to twist this way, but you'll see what I'm saying. If you got your locks twisted when they first started to the left, twist to the left. If they were twisted to the right, twist to the right. So for me, I twist it once, and then I palm roll the rest of it. The next thing that I do is twist this one once, and then palm roll. If you can't hold it and do it at the same time, then you can take a bobby pin and just kind of have it hold there until you finish twisting the other one, and then take out, but that just takes more time. So if you can just do this, that would be good. And then, so when you're twisting, you're going to twist them individually counterclockwise, but when you're twisting together, twist clockwise. So demonstration, twisting counterclockwise. When I'm twisting together, they're going clockwise. Twist counterclockwise, twisting together, go clockwise. Twist counterclockwise, clockwise. All the way until you get to the end, or however far you want it to go. So normally when you do this method, you won't need a rubber band, it'll stay. But I have really thick locks in the back and they need rubber bands, so I'm going to add this so it just looks uniform, because I don't like when it looks kind of like unleveled. But and you don't need to put it tight or anything, just do it however, and put it, when you style it, it just kind of goes to whatever side you want it to go to, really. This is better for people who have starter locks, and I'm talking like 3 months in, I was doing this with my hair. At the same time, my hair, I started off with natural hair for 3 years, so my hair was already pretty long when I started the lock, so I had some length to kind of do this. But you're pretty much, you can twist in the same way as if you were doing like a twist out. So you're gonna twist the root, do the palm roll method, twist the root, palm roll method, then you're gonna twist counterclockwise, twist them together clockwise, twist counterclockwise, twist them together clockwise. So again, you twist your roots, in the palm roll method, in the direction you have them twisted. Again, twist counterclockwise, together clockwise, counterclockwise, together clockwise. I'll do that slowly. Twist counterclockwise. When you twist it together, it's clockwise. Counterclockwise, the locks twist together clockwise. So for this, the next part, you don't need rubber bands, you can kind of keep it, but for me, how I like to wear my Bantu knot out styled. So I'm going to demonstrate how I keep it so that I can like wear it as a style, wear a beanie over it, a scarf, whatever it may be. So after you've twisted the two locks together, the Bantu knot out effect. So you're gonna press down on the root, and you're gonna kind of go in a circular motion. So I'm going to the right. So I twist it around once, hold it down, and then when I kind of twist, when I get to the end of the lock, so the tip, I kind of just push the tip into the Bantu knot out. Enough so that it's not seen, but you can still kind of see that it's secure for the most part. You're gonna put your fingers at the root and then twist to the right. And then I like to keep them flat, so I kind of twist it until I get that flat effect. And then when I'm getting to the tip of the lock, I tuck it in to the Bantu knot and just kind of get a secure. You have the 2-strand twist, and you also have it in a little flat circle. So if I had my starter locks at like 3 months, and I would do this all over my head, and I would do 2 at a time. You can do more if you have skinnier locks, but I have really thick locks, so I would do 2 at a time. twist it, and kind of do this all over my head and wear it as a style for a couple of days before I would take it out and have that kind of curly effect. And I'm still wearing that for a couple of days. And in my twist outs, you know, like I really, when I had started locks, didn't really get it twisted, you know, got it twisted every month. So this is the Bantu knot out, the one that I do, that especially for starter locks, this is good. When you want some type of style, you kind of just don't want to keep it straight anymore, you want to do something different. And this is for, like, I guess more mature locks. I've had my locks again for a year and a couple months now, and you can style it with both of these. So this is really for if you want like a curly effect to your hair. So again, if you do it on freshly washed hair, when you twist it and you take it out, it'll, after a couple of days after it's dried, it'll have like a kind of crinkle effect, kind of the same if you would see like a braid out or something like that. So if you want that, this is really good for that, and it's really good for it to last long too when you do take it out. But if you kind of want the straight look, then I would do it on dry hair, or not dry hair but semi-dry hair. Use the spritzer and then use the product to kind of retwist and twist it, and you'd get your roots retwisted, but the rest of your hair would be straight if you're not, like, if it's not really damp and you're not doing that twisting effect. So if you wanted to just kind of be straight, you still do the same effect, you add the rubber bands, but when you take it out, it'd really only be the roots that are twisted. The roots would have like a little curly kind of pattern to it, so you should also think about how much you twist it together at that point. But even so, if you were to take it out and the roots are curly, when you could just pull it back, when you take out the twist, you could pull it back into a ponytail, and that'll kind of, like, your hair's twisted, it'll kind of just straighten out the twist instead of it making it really curly at the root. And that's if you don't want the curly effect. At least I've noticed that that's what works for me.